Welcome back to the channel, guys.
What's going on, everybody?
Episode 7 now.
Nice.
Of Avatar.
Yeah,
and it's
we're really getting into it.
Zuko Alone. So we are going to get his little...
I think so, but
path.
I hope this is where he realizes that he doesn't belong alone. And he goes back to find Iroh.
I'm still going with that Iroh's probably tailing him.
I think so, too.
We won't see him tail him, but he'll pop out, you know.
Yeah.
Because...
Unless this is like he gets found by Azula.
Yeah,
and then Iroh would be forced to pop out.
Well, of course, yeah. It would have to take something like that for him, I think, to...
I think so, too.
But I can't imagine he'd let him go, you know, like go along.
I know. He's his protector, and he's been with him for years now.
Yep. I mean, and he said he's like a son.
Yeah.
You know? But I don't know how, like, the fact that the episode's called Zuko makes you think it's going to be mostly about him.
Mm-hmm.
And not Aang and Katara.
No, it could be, yeah. Sometimes they'll just throw, like, little bits of, like, maybe they'll throw, like, a little bit of Aang
of what they're
in
doing,
there,
yeah. Which they're making a quick pit
to
stop
continue
somewhere.
on their journey.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping it's mostly about Zuko. That'd be cool.
Yeah, because I feel like he's been in the last few, but, like, for, like, a minute at
Yeah,
most.
not very long.
So.
And now things are, like, happening to him, so, like, there is stuff to watch.
Right. I said we watch it.
Let's do it.
If you guys want to watch the next episode early, go check out our Patreon. We have that there as well as full length. Could this be a total Zuko episode?
I think so.
Hopefully it ends in the first scene.
Nope.
Right. It's him. Those bridges are the worst.
Yeah, no way.
Desperate to eat. Oh no. Good man. Still got his honor.
Come on, Spider Snake Eyes.
Spider Snake Eyes.
Yeah.
Like a western.
Yeah.
Could I get some water, a bag of feed, and something hot to eat?
Hey!
I think he did it.
You throwing eggs at us,
Why would he
stranger?
do it?
No.
Egg had to come from somewhere.
Maybe a chicken flew over.
Thanks for not ratting me out.
Those guys are in trouble now.
Yeah.
Big cows?
Big sheep, big
You
cows,
never sneak up on us?
big chicken.
What the hell's going on?
Supper's going to be ready soon. Would you like to stay?
I can't. I should be moving
See,
on.
this is the kind of stuff that I was saying that why I think he needed to go on his own. These are like the situations he needs to get in to see by himself.
So how'd you get that scar?
It's not nice.
I
to
wonder if
bother
that's the
people
same
about
voice
things
actor
they
that was
might not
Aang
want to
that's
talk
doing that
about.
kid.
Oh,
A
maybe.
man's past is his business.
Sounds similar.
Zuko, why would you do that?
Because that's how Azula does it. You know the mom's gonna be the one nice one, you know?
Yeah.
Turtle ducks.
Stupid turtle duck. Why did you do that?
I love this.
Azula?
Oh, they've been friends since, like, little kids.
Oh, yeah. Makes sense, I guess.
Yes, darling. I think it's a good idea to play with your sister. Go on now. Just for a little while.
She's gonna really mess with him now.
Yeah, she's manipulative.
If the city is as magnificent as its wall, Ba Sing
Young
Se
Iroh?
must be something to behold. I hope you all may see it someday. If we don't burn it to the ground first.
No gray yet.
Never give up without a fight. And for Azula.
Nice blade.
If Uncle doesn't make it back from war, then Dad would be next in line to be Fire Lord, wouldn't he?
Azula, we don't speak that way.
So maybe his failure death probably is what it is then. That's why he gets skipped over.
I still think our dad would make a much better Fire Lord than his royal tea-loving kookiness.
So it wasn't Ozai's dad, or I guess his dad then, because that was a different name.
The first one must have been the grandfather.
Yeah. You gonna teach him how to use them? Maybe.
Probably.
You're holding them all wrong.
Yep.
just two different parts of the same whole.
I like this Zuko.
Yep.
How many different pig things are
I
there?
know.
This ought to get you through a few meals.
What do you think they want?
Trouble.
I think they're gonna get it.
You think he's gonna firebend it all or no?
Maybe.
You watch your mouth.
Why bother rooting around in the mud with these pigs?
They didn't want any of that.
No.
I need to move on. Here. I
him
want
the
you to have
dagger.
this. Read the inscription.
Never give up without a fight.
That's good timing on Zuko's part.
He found out his son died and he just fell apart. A real general would stay and burn Ba Sing Se to the ground.
How do you know what he should do?
She's nasty.
Probably just
Yeah.
sad his only kid is gone. Forever.
Your father has requested an audience
I
with
love it too,
Fire Lord
like,
Azulan. Best
opposites.
close. Hurry up.
And how was it great-grandfather Sozin managed to win the Battle of
Great-grandfather.
Hantui?
Ozai's like, yes.
I'd like to demonstrate what I've been learning.
I wonder why he just doesn't like him. Maybe because he has that softer side.
Probably.
I loved watching you. That's who you are, Zuko.
Damn,
Someone
you know
who
something
keeps
bad.
Fighting, even though it's
I
hard.
think if something happened bad, or something bad happened to
Why are
him.
you wasting my time with this pump? That with Lu Ten gone, Iroh's bloodline has ended after his son's death. You dare suggest I betray Iroh, my firstborn, directly after the demise of his
Really answering our
beloved
questions in
son?
this one. She's nuts.
Yeah.
Dad's going to kill you.
It's time for a talk.
Have a quick couple words.
I wonder if that's true or not.
Yeah, I don't know. That's true though. She does always seem to lie.
It's Lee.
I'll get your son back.
Yeah. I love how they're doing this like a western.
Yeah.
Do you think he firebends though?
I don't know. It's possible.
Because then
He's not gonna harm
then
him, so,
that
like-
family's gonna be like, even though they're gonna be a little taken aback that he's a firebender, but ultimately be happy about it.
Are you gonna let this stranger
I'm a real
stand there
vigilante
and
now.
insult you like this?
Now he's like a samurai. Not even you. Not even using anything. And he's earthbending a little bit.
Is he or did he just?
I mean, how? I feel like he has to be. This guy's pretty good.
Yeah.
Everything I've done to protect you.
It's funny how he keeps thinking of his mom. Obviously, the one nice person in his life.
Never forget who you are.
About to be fired up now.
You think he did definitely firebend?
Yep. That is terrifying, though. If they weren't expecting it.
Prince of the Fire Nation and heir to the throne.
I love how his swords are actually like put together.
You should have it.
No, I hate you.
Mom? Where's Mom?
No one knows. Oh, and last night, Grandpa
She's
passed
left.
away.
Not funny, Azula.
Azulan, Fire Lord to our
So you think she
nation
just
for
left, maybe, or?
23 years. Hail Fire Lord Ozai!
Trouble. An evil child.
Oh yeah.
Dang, that was a good episode.
That was really good.
I was into that one.
So,
Just
it
off
was
the top
that
of my
battle that lost him the Fire Lordship.
Yeah, and then just in case I don't want to forget about it, because it's fresh in my brain. Like, did the mom just leave, or did she die, or did
It
she?
seemed like she died.
They didn't say it, you know.
No.
Like maybe she just left. And the way Azula put it when she told him, the
She
mom's
like
just
kind of
gone.
like said goodbye to him, like
And that's
almost like they killed her.
maybe,
Or
like she knew that was gonna happen, or she knew she was
banished her.
she knew she was gonna leave. Yeah.
Well, she said, what did she say? Everything I did for you.
Something like that. Yeah.
So she did something.
And they never forget who you are.
Or maybe they locked her up, or even, you know what I mean?
Why though? Like we don't know.
She did something.
Is it just because she didn't want to?
Unless she sacrificed herself. Unless Azula wasn't lying.
What do you mean? I see.
That Ozai needed to sacrifice his oldest son. And maybe she sacrificed herself for him.
Maybe. Yeah, I wouldn't have thought of that.
Yeah.
That's interesting. But yeah, they pretty much answered our whole... Did Iroh get skipped over because...
Right, and he didn't. Well, he
did.
He lost it. But he didn't get... He was originally in line for it.
Yes, which is what we thought.
Yeah.
And then we kind of put the pieces together of...
And then Ozai really is like a scumbag.
Oh, yeah. I didn't have any doubts about
No, but like even like has always been.
Yeah.
Just like Azula seems like it's like from birth.
Right. They're just naturally evil.
Right, they'll just screw over their own family and everything just to better themselves.
Yep.
But she was pretty impressive even as a little kid.
Yeah, that was cracking me up because as she was little, she still had that like smirk on her face. Yeah. It was just like, ugh.
That was cool to find
Evil
out
child.
that all three of those girls were friends since like little too.
Right. I figured it must have been something like that.
Which explains more why. What's her name? Ty Lee?
I think so, yeah.
Why she's like going along with it.
Yeah, she was always getting picked on anyway.
Right.
I think she's just...
And it's been just going on forever that...
She's been kind of, not threatening it, like, but yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? She just incorporated it into her life like that.
Right.
But that means she's getting older, that we could be right about like a flip.
What do you mean?
I could see her flipping sides.
Who, the friend?
Ty Lee, the contortionist girl.
Oh, yeah.
Because she's like a sweetheart.
Mm-hmm. But, yeah, we didn't get... That was completely 100% Zuko. There was no hanging that.
I like that a lot.
Yeah. We needed that episode.
Yep.
Because I feel like they were stretching the story a little thin, like, as far as, like, how many more pit stops can they make.
Right.
So it was a good idea. And like I said, we only seen, like, a couple minutes of Zuko over the last few episodes.
Mm-hmm.
So...
They are good about that. Like, when they don't give us, like, a character for a while, then, like, they spend a whole episode...
Right.
Like on them
for the most part, yeah.
Right, where you get like a lot of them.
And that one was another one with flashbacks too, because it didn't dawn on me until you said, oh, maybe it was his mom, and I'm like, oh yeah, we don't like know anything about his mom.
No.
So they gave us a lot of. It makes sense that she was the only one, like nice one, you know. I feel like we're eventually gonna have to find out exactly what happened to her.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have left it like.
No, they wouldn't have. They wouldn't have shown that to us if we're not gonna learn.
Right.
But like, isn't that always the case? Like. The most scumbaggy guy gets like the sweetest, nicest girl. Like, how did they must have just been set up because like how could she be such like a good-hearted like woman and like
married to him
and marry Ozai?
That's what I'm thinking though. Maybe she just didn't want to be a part of him, like being Fire Lord. Like, and I was wondering too, like, when you become the Fire Lord, does that like give you like extra strength or something like that? Or
no,
make
I
you
think
more
you're
powerful?
just like the king.
Yeah. That's what I always assume.
They're already powerful.
That's true.
That's why she was saying, like, Grandpa's power is, like, fading. He's not even that...
This is also making me think, like, do you think by the end of it, we'll ever get Iroh versus his brother in, like, a duel?
I do think so. I hope so.
For some reason, I just probably like,
because I'm interested in knowing what happens now. Like,
because Iroh wasn't at any of those, like...
No.
Once we saw him, like, writing the letter in the beginning, and then that was it. We just read it through letter, and...
Yeah, they even said... What did he say? Like, we don't even know if he's going to come back, or something like that, right? Or how long until he comes back? Like, he just left Ba Sing Se.
But what's interesting is that the father, like, felt bad for him.
Yeah.
Maybe he wasn't
But so, like, now I'm wondering what happens now. Like, Ozai's king... Like, does Iroh never come back, or like does he come back and they have some kind of fight? Because he was not like banished.
No, because we saw him when Zuko spoke out of turn during the council. Iroh was there and brought him in.
Oh yeah.
So I think he comes back. He probably just doesn't do anything anymore, really. You know?
Maybe, yeah.
Because I'm assuming he's just depressed because his son died, which is pretty much the reason why he ended up losing.
Yeah.
And then retreating.
Yeah, because he just left. Yeah.
Well, I'm assuming that means
I bet you we're gonna find out a lot more about that too. Like I kind of want to see the battle.
Yeah.
Because he was so cocky going into it.
Well, because I think that was
but
it was just the fact that his son died. It wasn't like they were like overrun before that.
But then I think they did. They lost the battle, right?
Well, they made it seem like
he left.
Yeah. Well, I'm assuming when they say he left, he pulled all his. They're on the ships and whatnot. He probably pulled all his people out.
Oh, maybe.
I can't imagine he just left on his own. You know.
I don't know.
I would assume that
I want to find out.
That's what they made it seem like, at least. That he couldn't handle the death of his son.
Right, that it took such a toll on him but...
Yeah, I'm assuming he's just like, he comes back eventually and he's just like
changed guy.
Well, he didn't, even before that, when he was writing the letter, he was joking with them. That's
what I mean, yeah.
He still seemed like he was a pretty down-to-earth, nice guy.
Yeah.
I think
just burned it down to the ground.
I think just his son dying made him realize, like, we shouldn't be fighting this war. Well, and we shouldn't be fighting this war. I don't want to be a part of that.
Oh.
So maybe he just takes a back seat and doesn't really do anything.
It's possible.
But I'm assuming he's still like kind of looked down upon. But maybe not.
That's what we still have stuff to find out about it. Like that's what's cool too.
Yeah.
Like we found out a lot, but like there's still
the flashback episodes are always my favorite. You know?
I know, because we're finally like diving in deep and learning about like really learning about these guys.
Like obviously in the Zuko flashback here, the only thing we didn't know was anything about his mother. The rest of it we kind of could have assumed that's how their brother-sister relationship went, you know?
Right, and we had kind of thought that Ba Sing Se was the reason he wasn't Fire Lord.
Who, Iroh?
Yeah.
Yeah. But, like, we finally did see, even though I explicitly said it, but he is clearly younger Ozai.
Yeah.
Than Iroh.
Yeah.
So we were obviously right about that again.
Yeah.
Man, we got a lot right in this one.
I know.
There's kind of everything, like, they answered everything, and they were like, that's about what we said.
Yeah. I don't know. It's getting good, man.
Yeah,
Now we miss Anya Katara, though.
I was just going to say that. I'm like, well, we were complaining about not getting enough Zuko, and we got a full episode in. I'm like, I wonder what the other guys are up to.
Yeah, I know.
I'm assuming, obviously, I would expect Zuko maybe not even to be in the next episode. You know?
Maybe.
Probably not.
Yeah, who knows where he's going, though.
Yeah.
It's messed up that they treated him bad, even just because, well, they have bad taste in their mouth with the fire.
I think that's what he has to that's good for him to hear that, though, because then he's got to kind of earn his respect back.
Right.
And he still did the right thing.
Right.
Regardless of how they felt about it.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, guys, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel. See you next time.
See you later.